Hello, YouTube. It's Mal with Reptiles. We're going to do a live egg cutting today. So I know we've been doing a lot of these. So stick with us just a few minutes. We're getting some lighting set up. I know it's late. So for those of you night owls, we're going to hang with you tonight. Patreon folks, when you get on here, don't worry. We will still do a live Patreon tonight. It's going to include Feed Your Fiend, new babies, kind of everything all wrapped into one. So I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks. But even in my absence, don't worry. Kurt will still be handling the Feed Your Fiend duties. And without further ado, let me flip this camera around. Let you guys see him for a second. Smile! I'll give that to him to do his thing. Okay, so first, what is the clutch? Well, this is our in-house produced champagne female, and the one with the ringer, that is possible calico, which is really, really awesome. And we put her to our, I believe, is our lesser pastel. Let me double check that. Yes, our lesser pastel. So we're really hoping for some. We're really hoping to prove out the. I just had those. There they are. We're really hoping to prove out the calico portion. Also notice we're not wearing normal clothing today. We're going to give a quick shout out to Fantasy Balls, who sent us these pretty kick-ass t-shirts. And so that is what I'm rocking today. All right, clean up all my tools. Let's get to work. How many people we got on here, Kurt?
56.
Well, good. 50 is what I usually wait for to cut. It's a long night. We still got a lot of work to do, so we're not going to probably take as long to do this as normal. But, and here's why we're cutting these now, too. You're going to see none of these have pipped. Every other clutch we've cut, save the one had things that had pipped. This one is a little earlier than normal. So the thing is, I'm not going to be here, and I'm really curious. We're at day, I want to say 53 right now, so we are in the safe zone. I told Kurt, hey, look, either I can do it, and we can get this done, or you can do it when you're up. It was going to be a few days so we can come up to check him. And he was like, man, I don't really want to do that because it's just not his favorite thing in the world. So I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and do it today. So we are at a little bit earlier than normal, but we're not cutting in the 40s. We're not doing that dumb shit. We're well into the 50s and expect everything to be fully developed and rock. So time to go snippy stippy. The hell is that? Oh, somebody didn't silence their phone. And it wasn't me. Whoa, that's going to be interesting. Right out the gate. Right out the gate. So what we have in here is...
People asking what are the pairings.
It was a champagne possible calico to a lesser pastel. And I can tell you right now, looking at that, woo! Look at that. See that stripe down its back? That is... Boy, I don't know what all's in there, but it's going to be really nice, whatever it is. As long as it's functioning. And that is blood from the shell. I'm trying to see some movement in there. I'm not really getting that thing to move much. Oh, there, it just moved. So it is alive and doing well. Man, and so you guys know that is from the vein that's cut, not from the snake. See? Perfectly fine. God, I can't wait. So, okay, here's what's going on. Look right here. We're looking at the back end of that snake, and we're seeing a ringer right there. So it'll be really cool. That's going to have a full ringer when it comes out. I can't wait to see that. Oh, man. You guys know I like my champagne stuff. Kurt does not care for it as nearly as much as I do, but I really enjoy it. Oh, so number one was really, really awesome.
People say, what do you think it is?
That one there?
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a champagne plus something in there, but I don't know what else is going on with it yet. And champagne's going to be kind of hard to tell until they're out, if there's something else kicking on, because it does so much pattern deletion. And then again, look at that. Okay, we're looking at the underneath side. Movement there. What in the hell is going on? Okay, guys, I don't even know what's up with that snake. We'll see it when it comes out. You're not, I don't know if you're seeing it really well. This looks almost solid white, but there's an orange color there.
Can ringers be made through line breeding, or is it just genetics by itself?
There's some color in there. So I don't know if you can line breed a ringer or not. That's an excellent question. Genetics do certainly play a role. Certain genes are known to throw ringers more than others. Champagne is a gene that throws a lot of ringers. Even single gene champagne can throw ringers on a pretty regular basis. So it's not always a guarantee. But when you have things that change the pattern a lot, I think you're going to be more apt to get ringers in there. And so far, I'm really excited about the first two eggs. So, but I'm not going to say, oh, this is what they are for sure until they're out. I mean, because truth be told, I'm going to probably have to do a little checking on some of these myself once they're fully out. What we were hoping to do is get something that definitely proved the calico, because I've always believed the calico's in there. But it's so hard to say for sure till right now. So there you go. Let me cut a little more of this one out.
Someone's asking if you can run for president.
Sure, if you'll vote for me, just write me in. Okay, I was hoping when I saw that white, we had a lot of calico in there. I do think I was mistaken. I can't tell for sure until it's out. That looks like it might be a pastel. I was hoping for a pastel calico. And looking over there, it could just be a normal, even just look at the side. So, got really excited there. Thought we were going to prove the calico beyond a doubt, but not able to do so yet. There we got some of the lesser showing up. So that has definitely got lesser and pastel in it. I can just tell by that head. Look how nice that head is. Ooh, and of course, movement, so it's alive. I figure if I ever did become president, I could be more hated than the ones we've had in the recent memory on both sides of the fence.
What size of tub do you put your hatchlings in before the first shed?
We do about a 6-quart tub. Shouldn't say about, it is a 6-quart tub. Okay, now we're cooking with gas.
Have you ever made this combination before?
I haven't. Okay, that one's still alive. So, let that one crawl out. Really blush head, maybe it's pastel. Grr. Sometimes I'm not going to know if the calico's there until it's out. And again, I've always been hopeful it is because of the ringer. And just, she always looked really nice and light. I kind of always figured it was. But we always said possible because I couldn't be sure. And I probably won't be sure until these are out and shed. And even then we may not be sure. What I was hoping to see is like a pastel calico in here or something really obvious calico so we would know for sure. This snake in here has lesser in it. I can tell you that from looking. Woo, that's going to be a nice snake too. There's some movement. So it looks like it's doing good. And you can see it was in position to go ahead and start trying to pip on its own. So we weren't that early. And I'm seeing a whole lot of fading in there. So that may be one that when we get it out, we'll actually prove out what we're looking for. All right, guys, I'm really happy with this clutch because there might be one normal in there, maybe. But this thing here is just beautiful. You know, shouldn't do this. We're going to open this up and that other one up just a little bit more, just so we can kind of get a better view of it. So we're just going to leave, we're going to still close it. We're not going to rip the top off. I hate when I see people rip the tops off eggs. That way you can kind of see what I'm seeing in there. It almost looks leucistic, but when it's out and after it's shed, I guarantee you that is not going to be leucistic looking.
So you think you got 2 with champagne in it?
At least. So let me look back here. That one's definitely got champagne. This one here also definitely has champagne. I'll get you a little bit more of this one too. Same kind of thing. We're not going to make it where we lose all of our fluid.
Do you know what the odds are in these pairings?
Look at that. That thing is psycho. The odds are, oh my God, it's really long. And we really don't know because we don't know if we were working with just 3 genes or 4. which would obviously change the odds. So each gene has a 50% chance of passing on in each parent. I'd actually can do a lot of genetics in my head, but without many genes, I'd have to actually run the numbers. So we had those two that had champagne. This one is not a champagne at all. This one, so I do think we only had the two with champagne, not a champagne, not a champagne, and not a champagne. But look at the difference in like those two. See how that side's all melted away? So I do think there's something else going on with this snake here. That one just like, so we'll have to kind of see when it comes out on what all we're dealing with. But even though we didn't hit on a ton of champagnes, I don't think either one of those are straight up champagnes. So I'm going to have to do some check when they come out, let them shed out. And I cannot wait to see them after their first shed. You know, because baby snakes, when they first start shedding, some things really take, you know, a shed or two to really start showing off really well.
What medium are you using in these tubs for the incubation?
Just a straight Paralight from Holy World. This was our first snake to shed out this year, so I do want to share that with you guys. So nothing else is shed from our babies. I think this is going to end up, of course, remember, we've done a lot of bells, but we've only done super lesser bells. So this is our first bells getting away from the super lesser. But if you look at this snake, you can really see that there is a white and purple line through there, through here, and you can see how that's a really nice lavender. The line is starting to show up on its back. You can see the pattern right there. So I do think this is going to end up being a mystic potion. It'll probably need another really good shed before its color really comes all the way through. But I do think that is what we're seeing right there. At least I'm hopeful. And I think the other ones might end up being, at least one of them for sure will be a super moho. But that one, I'm pretty solid on being a mystic potion. So I didn't want to share that with you guys since that was our first baby of 19 to drop its skin.
Someone asking, will you post shed updates?
Probably not just shed updates. I mean, if we're on, we got something cool to show you, we'll share it. And we'll do clutch updates. I still got one to do from last year, which we just had a few babies that were struggling, and we wanted to kind of figure out if they were all going to make it or not before we did the clutch update, because I like to share whatever happened with the clutch. Truth be told, I've got one I'm still worried about. It's been a struggle. We work with it a lot to try to make sure it's going to survive, but we may lose that battle. We're going to probably do the update before that story comes to conclusion because people have been waiting so long. I'll probably do that upon my return from vacation. So that's going to happen. But we probably won't do a shed update on every snake. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, or not me, follow Olympus Reptiles Instagram, you'll probably see some pictures and things like that. And if you follow us on here, you know, you'll see those babies as well. So that's what I would suggest. And we do a lot of pictures on Patreon as well. So those are the two places where I see our pictures. I try to, every now and then it'll be the same picture on Instagram and Patreon because I'm only one human being, but usually I try to do different photos. I would say Patreon, we make a post roughly 5 to 6 days a week. And on Instagram, we make a post, we suck at it, so probably twice a month. And I'm probably overestimating myself at that. All right, anything else we get off here, Kurt?
Where are you going on vacation?
We are going to be taking a historic tour. It's actually our honeymoon. So, question girl, I didn't take honeymoon. We got married because we did a little bit of a destination wedding. So we only have like 3 days to ourselves after the fact. And this will be our first anniversary. And we're going to go take a historical tour along the East Coast in Washington, D.C. and in Virginia area, looking at some battlefields and things of that nature. So if you happen to see somebody looks like me in a purple shirt that says, "Want to see my balls?" Probably is me if you're out there, and feel free to give us a wave. Anything else?
No.
All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we're going to slide over to Patreon, and we're going to feed what few snakes we have in here. Speaking of that, watch, because we're going to have a video come up really soon that I'm excited to share with you. It's our first big moving day, and if you notice, this room's looking a lot different. There's a lot less shit in here because most of it's moved out to the new reptile room, and I cannot wait to share that with you. Kurt will be posting that video while I'm gone, so you are going to get a chance to see that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week.